Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to Choochin on a Thursday afternoon. You got to enjoy that sunshine while you can. Yeah, beep like you never seen a set before, right? Something about a big rack always stimulates the boys when we're getting close to payday. Anyway, guys, happy Thursday to you. You better believe I took the opportunity to get outside today and enjoy a little bit of sunshine. And let me tell you, it's a little windy, it's a little blustery, but it feels so good. It is unbelievable. Pulling for the weekend. I hope your Thursday's going good. Love to do a little afternoon Choochin. Haven't really been able to do too much because of the weather. Hopefully in the next week or two we'll finally do our final break towards spring. Hopefully this weekend we'll be able to work outside and in the garden. Hey, look, the subject of today's Choochin is staying positive sometimes in a very negative YouTube world. One of the hallmarks of the channel that I've been particularly proud of over the 5+ years that I've been on YouTube is that it's always been a goal of mine, and it's not been a difficult one to achieve because I'm a positive person, but it's always been a goal of mine to try to make sure that my content is always upbeat and positive and fun. Because for me, if you're going to be on YouTube and you're not enjoying the experience, you're not enjoying the people, you're too wrapped up in the drama, you're too invested in the misery and hopeful misery of others, and after a while I believe that tends to extract a real toll on you, and what you find negative in others eventually becomes wrapped into your persona. And you can become a negative person too, and I've seen that happen on YouTube, particularly in the last 2 months. And over the last 2 weeks, I really felt myself starting to want to go negative, to put out videos and to run hangouts and just score people and just tell people what you really think of them and all that kind of stuff. But in each and every case, I pulled back and said to myself, you know, if you do that, that's not really the kind of person that you are. And YouTube is changing you from a positive, I mean, to a negative. And I always catch myself. And only recently, when I started going on some different hangouts and hanging out with some new people, and of course I love my old regular hangout friends. I haven't really felt well enough to do long sustained hangouts, but it's really been nice to go on to hangouts and not sit there and have bash fest and to be able to talk about vintage audio, or to be able to talk about travel and metal detecting and cars. It's just so nice, you know, not to be involved in negative. And it's very soul satisfying too. And that's why I'm so glad over the last couple days, my faith in YouTube is starting to be restored, because I've started to pull away from negative people that are just filled with negative energy and are just bound and determined not to make life happier, but to try and make life more unhappy. Not for everyone, but for some people. You know, we're living in a world of a lot of challenges. I want to tell you guys, from my point of view, from where I sit and study economics and markets and investments, I'm pretty much sure that the salad days are over. And I feel like the next few years are going to be Well, it could be awful challenging in this nation. Yeah, keep beeping away. Guys always like what they like, but look at how fast these units are coming together now. It was only last month they were just framing up. Nice to see some positive construction here. But I suspect we have, you know, not to put too dire a face on it, but we're going to have some real extreme challenges, and it's going to really press people, I think, to the wall over the coming years. That a lot of lives are going to be upset. A lot of financial fortunes could be potentially lost. And I think we're all going to be pressed to make a buck go further, and to be very careful how we how we conduct ourselves and handle our money and everything. I'm just saying, I think we've had, I think we've had relatively good times. They haven't been great, but I just have a feeling that the clouds of challenge are going to be rapidly descending upon us, and I just feel like that's all the more reason that you really have to stay positive in life and be a positive person. Positive people tend to act as support for other people, and emotional support, and sometimes that's more important than things like financial support. But just the emotional support, just the strength of staying positive in a negative world can be so uplifting to people and such a positive force. To me, it's really, well, it's the only way to try to live life. As I said before, staying positive on YouTube until a couple days ago was really challenging. But now there's new things to look forward to, new people to meet. And when you temporarily, even for a day or two, you bridge over to that world of positive and fun and chats, you just don't want to go back to the negative stuff anymore. And it's almost like you've been vaccinated against that stuff. And you just remind yourself, you're just reminded how much more fun it is, and how much more soul satisfying it is to be on the positive side of life. So, well into my 6th year on YouTube, that is exactly what I'm going to do. Continue to stay positive, and ain't nothing gonna bring me down. Happy Thursday, everybody.